Happy New Year, everyone. This is my little New Year's few words or little speech to you. It's not a meditation. You can just sit and listen and enjoy it. 2024, it's going to be a magnificent, magnificent year. I know that. I feel that we went out today and to walk on Lake Ramsey in the beautiful snow, actually New Year's Eve yesterday, and for the first time in all my years in Sudbury, we saw a bald eagle, just beautiful. So I said that's a good, good, good omen. Well, I didn't have to write a speech because it was already written for me. I was just going through my computer. I was looking for some kind words to send to someone who was struggling a bit, and I stumbled across this. I wrote this in 2010, I think, the year when I came to Sudbury. And the title is How Can We Stay Conscious by Dr. Teresa Nasiba Marsh. First thing I wrote was acceptance, and first I was thinking, why would I start off with staying conscious? We have to accept. So this is what I wrote. Accept the things that you have to do, even if you don't like to do it, still do it willingly. Accept what happens. When we accept, we become at peace with life, and this peace creates this beautiful, subtle, vibrational energy, and I call that, or we call that, pure consciousness that resides within all of creation. In acceptance, we surrender, and then we find grace. When we surrender, we find grace. When we take responsibility for our state of consciousness, we take responsibility for our life. Isn't that beautiful? This is going to be my mantra for the whole of 2024. Second heading I wrote was enjoyment. Enjoyment. This new peace, surrendered action that we now feel because we've accepted the way things are, it brings a sense of aliveness into our embodiment, and we begin to enjoy doing things more. Right? We don't worry too much about that little ego mind. But when we are in enjoyment, we connect with this universal power that is behind all creation, and that universal power is pure consciousness, right? To make the moment, the present, the focal point of our life, not the past. We can learn from the past, not the future. We can leave that as a beautiful mystery. And so what you are doing increases dramatically. So joy is the dynamic aspect of being, that joy that we feel. When this creative power of the universe becomes conscious of itself, we manifest that joy. In other words, when we walk in Mother Nature, when we are connected to ourselves, when we are connected to our true self, we begin to feel and experience that joy. Do not ask your mind permission to enjoy what you are doing. Your mind will tell you you don't have the time, you are too busy right now, or you can do it later. When we continuously experience joy, we begin to experience that aliveness that pulsates in our body. Awakened consciousness takes over that ego, and then that awakened conscious begin to run your life, and not that little monkey mind or that little ego mind, right? So the last thing I wrote there was tap into your creativity, whatever that is for you. Beautiful, right? So that's joy. And the last thing I wrote was enthusiasm. Now, why did I write about enthusiasm? And I wrote there, to define enthusiasm, there's a deep enjoyment in what you do with the goal or vision that you work towards. when there is an added goal, the energy field of the vibrational frequency changes. And that's true, right? All of you that know me know how enthusiastic I can get. And then when I feel that in my yoga mindfulness sessions, then all this beautiful energy emerges. I also wrote here that enthusiasm comes from the ancient Greek en and theos, and that means God, creator. And we know that creator is love, right? So with enthusiasm, you are not doing it by yourself. Present is also a wave of energy. So again, it comes back by being present, by being in the here and now, by feeling that I, feeling that self, feeling that who you really and truly are. Enthusiasm gives out its own abundance, and it's so true. When you're enthusiastic, you just feel that gratitude and you feel that abundance. The other beautiful thing I wrote was that enthusiasm and the ego mind cannot exist. One implies the absence of the other. So if we are enthusiastic and we are full of joy and we accept things the way they are, ego can't live there. Ego can only live in the past and in the future. The minute we ground ourselves in the here and now, the minute we ground ourselves in this beautiful presence, in this pure consciousness, ego mind can't live there, cannot live there. Enthusiasm is a live joy. Enthusiasm is a live joy. Oh my goodness, this is just amazing. Whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Doesn't matter when it comes, but it is already yours, right? And the last few pieces that I wrote, that I was astounded. Through enthusiasm, you enter full alignment with the creative principle of creation. Shkakmakwe, nature, Mother Earth, First Mother. Pure consciousness, that God-given energy. Awakening is watching your ego, mind, what you think, what you speak. Watch that little monkey mind. Awakening is watching your own mind in action. And then I wrote, watching the mind in action is the greatest form of prayer. And I know that I wrote this for myself, because I always say to you, I know I have to work with that monkey mind all the time, because if I'm not present, it just sneaks up on you. So presence is the key. So this wisdom is from Creator. This is my footnote here. It's from Creator and from the books A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, and of course by Enlightenment is Letting Go, Healing from Trauma, Addiction and Multiple Loss by Teresa Nasiba Marsh. So everyone, again, Happy New Year. Have an amazing, fantastic 2024. And I'm going to use this the whole year as my mantras. 1, acceptance. 2, the joy. 3, that enthusiasm. And don't forget, watch that little monkey mind. And how can you tame that monkey mind? Through mindfulness meditation with Mama T. That's me, Mama T. I love you all. I love you all. And I'll see you all on Saturday for our new series of meditation. Aho.